market's always looking forward. And right now, average guys, they look to next week, next month, but the market's always looking way ahead, 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road. That's why you're seeing a big jump in Disney today, even though the earnings were okay. The parks will be closed probably to 2024, I think. I don't think they're going to open anytime soon. But and the same with the market in general. So we had great news on the vaccine, as you know, we reported earlier in the week. And, if that holds true, this could be not over, but it could be manageable and under control by the springtime or maybe the summer. So a lot of traders like myself, we're buying a lot of stocks that have been beaten down for the last 6 months to a year, and they're getting in. You see the airlines people are buying. We were buying the airlines today. We even bought cruise ships for the first time. We were buying some cruise lines since March. But that's the reason the market's up, on anticipation and looking ahead. And that's why you're seeing this rise in market. And it's an option expiration today. Today. And you're seeing a lot of trading going on, just technical trading. Guys that bought puts or bought calls now getting out and buying the underlying stock. So that's going on every option expiration. Well, there's still uncertainty out there. I mean, yesterday we saw a pop in the airlines, in the cruise ships, like I just mentioned, and travel. You see Marriott today came out with great earnings. I mean, all these things are coming into play, but a lot of funds and institutions, if you look at the volume, you can always tell if an institution's in a stock by the volume. And the past week, you saw a lot of volume in the airlines, in the cruise ships, in the hotels, and a lot of these things now that look like the vaccine's going to work. Not tomorrow, not next week, not even maybe next spring. But it's coming to an end. At least that's in traders' mind, it's coming to an end. So that's what you're seeing going on. That's why sometimes there's a delay. There's an old saying on Wall Street, buy on the rumor, sell on the news. Well, the rumor is that this vaccine's going to work. So eventually when it does work and people are cured and back to semi-normal, you'll see the market sell off a little then. But right now, I think you're going to see buying opportunities, at least for traders. They're looking for buying opportunities. And right now, you can get a lot of good buys here. And I think, again, we're looking down the road. We're not looking tomorrow or next week or even, a couple of months from now, the end of the year. That's over already. And that's the one question that weighs on all the traders' mind is unemployment and jobs. Right now, the job market, we have over 23 million Americans out of work. I mean, it was a little better. You saw the jobs market number yesterday. It was a little better, not much. It's still terrible. And that's not only us, it's the world. And now you're looking at total lockdowns in Germany, in France, in England. So, I mean, Europe's locking down. And they're, like I mentioned once before, I think to you, they're really our biggest trading partner. It's not China. China, we import a lot from, but Europe's where we export and we do a lot of trading with. And right now, I'll tell you, they are in bad shape. They could go, especially Southern Europe, could go into a depression. And it's like after World War II. So it could be very, very bad over there. And that is the one caveat that weighs on the American markets, not only here, but overseas. Jobs are critical, and that we don't know. Some of these jobs are gone forever, I feel. And that could be a real big problem going forward. Now, we don't have a stimulus yet, but I would bet when Congress comes back, they're always on some kind of vacation, but when Congress comes back next week by December 11th, put it that way, I think you'll see another stimulus package to end the year. Long term's unknown, but we do think cruise ships come back. And when I say long term, a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, I deal with some big insurance companies and some big funds, and they'll hold them. At first we thought they might even go out of business, but I don't think they're going to go out of business. They've held this long. I think the cruise ships will eventually come out and be profitable again. Right now, they're not. We looked at AMC and some of the other big movie homes, and they could be a good spot to buy. Again, not for the spring, not for the fall. Maybe next winter you'll see it pop up again. But in the meantime, I think it's going to be a tough go for them. You saw Disney's numbers today. Streaming's doing very good, but the parks, they're still closed. They may be closed for another year. And that's where they make but a big chunk of their money comes from those parks. So if they don't open, Disney's going to stay flat. I like it long term. That's another one I like long term. We didn't buy it yet, but we like that long term. 2 years, 3 years down the road, Disney will definitely come back. If you're not working, you're not driving, you're not commuting. If you're not going away on vacation, you're not flying. So the energy sector, and some of these buildings are almost totally vacant in New York City. So the energy use is way down here. And then we have to worry about this new administration, if in case he could win the election. And it looks like he's winning. Joe Biden has threatened to close down fracking. So you're seeing that affect traders' minds too. If he really does shut them down, why do you want to be in that? Because, again, you look long term. So if he comes in now and says he's going to shut them down, there'll be such a run to the exit now for traders that's not worth getting involved unless you're in it right now. So a lot of them are on the sidelines. So we have uncertainty we hate in Wall Street. So we want to see exactly what his policy is going to be. Is he really going to say what he did in the run-ups in the election cycle? Is he going to shut down fracking? Is he going to